Welcome to the birthplace of the world's strangest airplane, the Airbus Beluga XL. This thing looks like a flying whale because it basically IS one.
Getting inside this place is like entering a top-secret spaceship factory. You need clearance, badges, and probably your DNA sample.
Why does Airbus need a plane that swallowed another airplane? To transport massive aircraft parts.
This factory floor is 6 football fields. They're building a plane so big it needs its own zip code.
This is a standard A330 fuselage, but they're about to hop it open and turn it into a whale.
Step 1. Draw laser lines. Step 2. Don't mess up this $50 million fuselage. No pressure.
They're using DHIS to cut the fuselage in half. And I thought birthday cakes were stressful.
One wrong move and you've turned $50 million into the world's most expensive scrap metal.
They don't just cut it, they insert a massive new section, like adding a floor to a building.
They're ripping a plane in half.
Slowly.
Very slowly. Fast ripping?
That's called a crash.
Aerospace-grade aluminum holds 60 tons of cargo, but light enough to fly. It's super metal.
Machined to 0.05 millimeters, thinner than a hair. At 35,000 feet, close enough means goodbye.
This whale belly weighs 12 tons. They'll slot it in like Lego, very expensive Lego.
Threading a needle on a roller coaster blindfolded. These guys are insane.
If this gap isn't perfect, millimeters, the plane cracks mid-flight. No pressure.
25,000 rivets installed. Each holds 2,800 pounds, 70 million pounds total.
We've got a whale body. Now comes making it FLY.
Carbon fiber wings. 5 times stronger than steel, lighter than aluminum. Engineering magic.
Weighs less than a laptop, holds a car's weight. Modern aircraft love this. And every layer perfect. One bubble, one hair, wing fails. Cleaner than operating rooms.
800 tons pressure. Parking 160 elephants on your wing for an hour.
8 hours at 350 degrees. Comes out stronger than steel, 60% lighter.
Fresh from the oven. Hot enough to fry eggs. Supports half the cargo. Longest single-piece carbon fiber structure ever. The wing's backbone.
Carbon eats regular bits. Diamond tools. Magic drilling magic. Can't see inside carbon, use sound waves. One bubble. $2 million spar, trashed.
Gluing $2 million carbon into $10 million aluminum. 25 minutes before glue hardens.
Standing inside the wing. This spar runs the full length, the spine.
Titanium fittings, $45,000 each, 6 weeks to machine. One complete wing, 18,000 pounds, lifts 30 tons cargo. Engineering muscle.
This wing is so big they transport it on special truck convoys, like moving a house.
Moving a 60-foot wing without bumping anything? Skill, patience, really good driver. Mating an 18,000-pound wing to the fuselage. If something goes wrong, insurance doesn't cover oops.
Wing must align within 2 millimeters. With 18,000 pounds overhead, no room for error.
Gap must be perfectly even. One side tighter, wing stress cracks in flight.
6'4" titanium bolts per wing. Each torqued to 850 foot-pounds, then safety wired.
Orange paint isn't decoration, it's safety. If a bolt backs out, the pant line breaks. The whale is taking shape.
With wings on, she looks like the beast that'll haul planes.
Wings done. Still needs engines, landing gear, avionics, and the cargo door.
Same Trent 700 engines as regular A330s. Enough power for the bigger, heavier whale. Fan blades spin at 3,000 RPM, survive bird strikes and hail. Inspect every millimeter.
Before engines go on planes, they test here at full power. Make sure they don't explode.
Where theory meets reality. About to unleash 68,000 pounds of thrust indoors.
Ignition. 68,000 pounds thrust. Enough to launch a bus into orbit. In a room.
Every parameter monitored. Anything outside green, instant shutdown. Testing engines, not exploding them.
Test passed. Engine ready to bolt onto the Beluga and haul cargo.
Installing a 12,500-pound engine requires millimeter precision while it's hanging mid-air.
This engine weighs 3 cars, produces fighter jet thrust, burns 8,200 pounds fuel per hour.
12 bolts per engine. If one fails, the engine tears off. Each torqued to 550 foot-pounds, painted and documented.
Engines installed. Fuel lines connected. The whale is one step closer to flight. But first, landing gear.
The Beluga's landing gear must support 227 tons at touchdown. These aren't just gear, they're impact absorption systems. Each tire rated for 68,000 pounds at 210 psi, 15 times your car tire pressure.
This tire is taller than me. Each landing gear has 2 2U. The Beluga has 6 main gear assemblies total.
The gear must slot in at exactly the right angle, or it won't retract properly.
These titanium bolts are torqued to 2,200 foot-pounds, 4 times the engine bolts. The gear takes the hardest hit every landing.
Landing gear installed. Hydraulics pressurized. Now for the moment of truth. Retraction test.
In a few seconds, they're going to retract this gear for the first time. If it works, magic. If not, let's hope it does.
It works. The gear retracts perfectly, doors close seamlessly. One less thing to worry about. She's really coming together. Wings, engines, landing gear, all installed. But the Beluga still needs the cargo door.
This is the Beluga's party trick, the nose cargo door. The entire front swings up like a giant jaw.
Opening a 10-ton nose section requires serious muscle. These hydraulic actuators are like robot bodybuilders. This is one of the trickiest installations. The 11-ton nose must align perfectly, or the cargo door won't open.
If this hinge pin is off by half a degree, the door will bind and jam shut. Cargo stuck inside.
Nose section installed. Hinges aligned. Hydraulics connected. Now, does the door actually open? Nose door opening for the first time. If it jams, if it binds, that's a problem. But if it moves smooth as butter, engineering perfection.
Smooth, steady, bloody, the Beluga.
I'm standing inside the whale. This cargo bay is so big you could fit T2 A320 wing sets side by side. It's a flying warehouse.
Loading a 50-ton wing by hand? Not happening. These powered rollers do the heavy lifting.
Once cargo is loaded, it must be locked down tight. 8 tie-down points can hold over 600,000 pounds combined.
Each ring can hold 8,000 pounds, the weight of a small elephant. There are 84 of them. This cargo bay could restrain an entire zoo.
The Beluga's avionics suite is state-of-the-art. Fly-by-wire controls, GPS, collision avoidance, SATCOM, digital.
The flight management computer is the brain, calculates flight plans, manages fuel, monitors systems. They install TWU for redundancy.
Welcome to the flight deck of the future. No analog gauges, just 6 big screens showing everything pilots need. These fiber optic cables transmit data at 1 gigabit per second. At 40,000 feet, electromagnetic interference can't mess with fiber.
This is the captain's seat of a Beluga XL. From here, pilots control a 227-ton flying whale.
This overhead panel has over 150 switches and circuit breakers. Every major aircraft system can be controlled from here.
The tail must be perfectly vertical and aligned, or the plane flies crooked. Lasers get it within half a degree.
The tail is held by 8 titanium bolts, each torqued to 1,800 foot-pounds. In flight, the tail experiences massive loads.
She's complete. From a standard A330 fuselage to a fully assembled Beluga XL. But she's not flying yet. First comes testing.
There she is, the Beluga XL, ready for her first power-up test. This whale has been built piece by piece. Now it's time to see.
Before engines start, she needs external power. This ground power unit provides 180 kilovolt amps, enough to power 20 houses. One wrong pin alignment shorts the entire electrical system. They're very careful plugging in 180 kilovolt amps.
Power up successful. The whale's brain is awake. Now comes the system checks. All 47 aircraft systems must pass.
All systems passing. Every computer, every sensor, every actuator is talking. The whale's nervous system is fully operational.
Checklist time. Before starting two 68,000-pound thrust jet engines inside a hangar, pilots go through 8 to 7 checklist items.
Here we go. First engine start on a brand new Beluga XL. If it works, smooth spool up. If not, that's why fire trucks are standing by.
Engine start successful. No fire, no smoke, no explosions. That's a good day at the factory.
Left engine start complete, all parameters normal.
Every sensor streams data to the cockpit in real time. If anything goes outside green, alarms sound instantly.
Both engines running. The whale is alive. This is the first time both engines have run together. It's the aircraft's heartbeat starting.
Flight controls working perfectly. The pilots can now command every control surface. The whale is ready to be tamed. Cargo door opening perfectly. No binding, no creaking. This whale is ready to swallow cargo. Engines running, flight controls working, cargo door opening and closing. This Beluga XL has passed every ground.
First time in the sunlight. The Beluga XL is officially out of the factory and heading to the flight line.
The Airbus Beluga XL, a flying whale purpose-built to carry the impossible.
And that's how you build the world's strangest and most amazing cargo plane. From chopping open a fuselage to carbon fiber.
Before first flight, pilots practice taxiing, braking, steering. They need to know how this whale handles on the ground.
First flight day. The moment 3 years of engineering comes down to one question: will she fly?
Engines running, systems green, cleared for first flight. This is it.
She's flying. The Beluga XL is airborne. 3 years of design, engineering, construction.
From factory floor to the skies, the Beluga XL is proof that with engineering, determination, and a little bit of
First flight successful. But this is just the beginning. Now comes months of flight testing, pushing the whale to her limits to make sure she's smooth as silk. The whale flies like a dream, stable, responsive, powerful. Exactly what 3 years of engineering should deliver.
There she goes flying for the first time. You can see how that bulbous cargo section affects aerodynamics, but engineers designed the air.
landing smooth and controlled. First flight complete. The whale has officially joined the skies. First flight check. But real work is starting. Now test pilots will push this whale through every scenario she'll face in operations.
300 hours of flight testing, climbing, descending, turning, accelerating, simulating emergencies. Every possible scenario gets tested.
High-speed testing valid whale can cruise efficiently at max minimum speed without structural issues.
See those wings flexing? That's not a flaw. That's engineering brilliance. Carbon fiber spars bend to
Stress testing the airframe at 2.1 Gs, more than double normal gravity. The whale is proving she can handle aggressive maneuvering if needed.
maximum altitude reached, 40,000 feet. At this height, air is so thin oxygen masks would deploy instantly if cabin pressure. At 40,000 feet, engines are working hard, burning nearly 16,000 pounds of fuel per hour combustion.
Every second of flight testing generates thousands of data points. Temperatures, pressures, vibrations, stress.
Engine out testing is critical. If one engine fails mid-flight, the whale has to fly safely on the remaining engine. And she does.
Real-world operations mean flying in all weather. Rain, wind, turbulence, ice. Test pilots deliberately fly.
Crosswind landings are toughest maneuvers. Pilots constantly adjust controls, counteracting wind, pushing aircraft sideways.
After every test flight, engineers comb through gigabytes of data looking for anything unusual. So far, the whale...
300 hours, dozens of tests, thousands of data points, and the verdict is in. The Beluga XL is cleared for flight testing complete. The Beluga XL has proven she can fly, haul cargo, and handle emergencies. Now comes the fun part.
This is what Beluga was built to carry. Massive aircraft components too big for any other cargo plane.
Cargo loading isn't random. Every piece has precise position calculated for weight, balance, center of gravity. If this is it, the moment whale opens her mouth to swallow cargo, the A350 wing is about to be rolled inside.
Loading an A350 wing into Beluga is like playing the world's most expensive game of Tetris. There's only 23 feet of clearance. Wing is inside. That's the hardest part, getting it through a door without scratching paint. Now they just have to roll it all the way to front of bay and lock it down.
Once inside, wing is supported by custom cradles designed specifically for this cargo type. Cradles distribute the
16 tie-down straps hold wing in place. Each strap tensioned to exactly 8,500 pounds.
This A350 wing is now locked, strapped, and ready for flight. In a few hours, Beluga will fly this wing from Toulouse to...
Cargo loaded. Door closed. Locked. The whale is ready to fly her first operational mission.
Fearless.
Weight and balance within limits, cargo secure, flight plan weather VFR, ready for engine start.
Loaded with cargo, fueled, and ready, the whale is about to take her first operational flight, proving she can do the job she was built for. She's airborne with cargo. The whale is flying with an 8-ton wing inside, exactly what she was designed to do. Mission success.
Climbing to cruise altitude, whale settles into her rhythm. 300 knots, 28,000 feet, burning 12,000.
Cruise flight is peaceful, autopilot flying, systems running smoothly, cargo secure. For pilots, it's just another day at office.
Landing smooth. The whale has successfully delivered her cargo, 600 miles, 2 hours, one A350 wing. Mission accomplished. Unloading is reverse of loading. Open door, roll cargo out, deliver to assembly plant. Entire process takes about 45 minutes.
Wing delivered. From Toulouse to Hamburg, Beluga XL just proved her worth. Hauling massive, fragile...
First cargo mission complete. The whale delivered an A350 wing from France to Germany, 600 miles in 2 hours. Now she'll reload and fly back.
Over next year, Beluga XL fleet flies over 5,000 missions, delivering wings, fuselages, tails.
Beluga doesn't just carry wings, she also hauls entire fuselage sections, tail assemblies, cockpit modules,
maximum capacity loading. 2 A320 wing sets in one flight. That's 4 wings total, enough to complete 2 entire airs.
Every time I stand inside this cargo bay, I'm blown away by size. You could park 3 buses in here end to end.
Different cargo, same precision. This A350 horizontal stabilizer is made in Seville, Spain, and has to be fit. Behind every Beluga flight is complex logistics operation, coordinating production schedules, flight schedules.
Every flight is a journey, crossing mountains, rivers, borders. The whale connects factories across Europe, making...
Night missions are routine. Beluga crews fly around clock to meet production demands. The whale operates 24/7.
Between flights, whale gets regular maintenance, engine inspections, fluid checks, system tests.
Routine inspections. Catches problems before problems. These engines fly hundreds of hours per month.
Even the whale's smile needs touch-ups. Livery gets refreshed during maintenance to keep Beluga looking sharp.
The Beluga XL fleet. 5 whales working together to keep Airbus's production lines running. Together, they fly over
5 Beluga XLs, each one a flying warehouse capable of carrying entire airplane sections. Together, they form a backbone of...
Every sunrise brings new missions, new cargo, new deliveries. The whale never stops. For pilots, every flight is logged, every mission recorded. Over time, those hours add up. Thousands of flights.
From Whale's cargo bay to this assembly line, the journey of aircraft parts. Without Beluga, this A350 would...
From components carried by Whale to completed airliner ready for service, Beluga XL's cargo becomes air.
Crossing English Channel, Whale carries wings made in UK to assembly plants in France. International cooperation flying...
Turbulence is fact of life in aviation. But Whale's cargo doesn't budge. Those tie-down straps are holding 20,000. Bad weather doesn't stop Whale. Advanced avionics, precision instruments, skill.
In cockpit, focus is absolute. Flying a 420,000-pound aircraft in heavy rain requires concentration.
This is where Beluga pilots train, a full-motion simulator that recreates every scenario from engine failures to part.
Emergency training is constant. Pilots must react correctly to engine fires, hydraulic failures, electrical failures.
Flying Whale isn't just about stick and rudder skills. It's about understanding cargo, weight, balance, logistics.
Ground crew training is just as important as pilot training. Loading cargo safely requires teamwork, communication, and attention to detail.
Delivery day. Whale officially enters service with Airbus Transport International, subsidiary that operates Beluga. Ribbon cut. Cargo door open. Whale is officially in service. Let the missions begin.
From ceremony to mission in minutes, Whale wastes no time. There's cargo waiting in Hamburg, and Whale is on her way to pick it up.
This is mission control for Whale Fleet. Every Beluga's location, cargo status tracked in real time. Right now,
Real-time tracking lets operations coordinators monitor entire fleet, anticipating delays, rerouting aircraft.
Whale doesn't just fly to major airports. She visits small regional airports located near Airbus factories.
The Whale is crowd favorite. Aviation enthusiasts track Beluga flights and gather to watch her take off and land.
The Whale inspires next generation of engineers and pilots. Kids around Europe dream of flying or working on Beluga.
The Whale is celebrated everywhere Airbus operates. Museums, visitor centers, air shows. Air show appearances are rare. Whale is usually too busy hauling cargo, but when she does appear, she steals show.
Behind Whale are real people, pilots, engineers, ground crew, who take pride in their work and unique aircraft they operate.
The Beluga XL isn't just an airplane. She's a celebrity, icon, and logistics superhero. Everywhere she goes, people...
Every flight tells a story of collaboration, innovation, relentless drive to build better aircraft.
Every 5,000 flight hours, Whale undergoes major inspection. Every rivet, every wire, After thousands of flight hours, carbon fiber wing spars show no signs of fatigue or damage, testament to quality of
precision. Engine overhauls scheduled every 20,000 flight hours, engines completely disassembled, inspected,
Landing gear takes beating. Every takeoff and landing stresses components. Regular refurbishment keeps gear reliable and safe for thousands more landings. Maintenance complete. Whale is refreshed, refurbished, ready to fly another 5,000 hours.
Before returning to cargo operations, Whale must pass post-maintenance test flight, verifying all systems work correctly.
Test flight passed. The Whale is back in action, ready to resume her mission hauling cargo across Europe. The cycle begins again.
3 generations of flying whales, from Super Guppy to Beluga ST to Beluga XL. The Beluga XL is 30% larger than the previous generation, enabling Airbus to carry more, fly fewer missions.
This is Beluga ST, the whale's older sister. She served Airbus faithfully for 25 years, flying thousands of missions.
Old and new flying together. During transition, both Beluga. Honoring the legacy. Beluga ST fleet earned retirement after 3 decades of flawless service.
The whale's smile evolves. Special liveries and artistic enhancements keep Beluga's appearance fresh and engaging.
The whales have names, honoring pioneers of aviation and engineering. Albert, Sophie.
The whale gives back. Charity events and open houses bring joy to communities, inspire children, support worthy causes. Inspiring the next generation. Children who see whale today might become engineers and pilots tomorrow. Thanks for joining me on this journey with Process Unlimited. Subscribe for more factory tours and engineering deep dives. Until next time, keep smiling like the whale.
The Beluga XL, a flying whale with a mission, a smile, and a legacy. Long may she fly.